Hey guys, Sean here. Today, Luke and I will be ranking the best anime decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! For part 1, we'll be ranking all the decks in Duel Monsters. So let's get right into it. As we have a few tiers here, we have Screw the Rules, It's No Monster, It's a God, Red Eyes Based Dragon, Beta the Bitchless Warrior, and a third-rate duelist.
Okay, starting things off, we got Dark Magician. Now, are we basing this based on like how they performed in the anime themselves?
So we're basing it on how cool the deck is, any like new support that's come out since, how good the deck is in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! And just like, we can be very fucking personal about this because this is not like a serious competitive tier list.
Yeah.
This kind of incorporates everything.
Although all of our opinions matter because we are the definitive Yu-Gi tubers when it comes to tier lists.
Exactly.
Okay, looking at Dark Magician, I feel like it's kind of a mid deck, but just based on the amount of bullshit Yugi got away with in the anime, I'll say it's like high up there. Probably Screw the Rules, because that's literally what Yugi did most of the time.
That's true.
It would be, I say it'll be a low Screw the Rules based on like all the other shit that's about to come up. But yeah, I think Yugi definitely screwed the rules a few times with his Dark Magician bullshit. So, like, if you want to see ultimate bullshit of Dark Magician rulings, all you need to do is look at Pegasus Castle, where it is Yuki versus Joey, and Time Wizard makes Dark Magician old, but that makes him more powerful. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. Put it in Screw the Rules, because that's what he did.
And like, if we're talking about, actual like, how good the deck is, deck kind of fucking sucks. However, it's fucking Dark Magician. It's the most nostalgic Yu-Gi-Oh card besides Blue Eyes. I think it belongs in its own top tier.
Yeah, it gets legacy support like every year, so you know.
Exactly. All right, Red Eyes, Black Dragon. As much as it would suit it to be here, I think it belongs in Beta the Bitchless Warrior. Red Eyes suck. In just like, they're just so bad. Like, they look cool, and that's about it.
Yeah. I would, just based on like the absolute bullshit support it got with Dragoon, I would put it in Red Eyes Based Dragon, because I will say, Red Eyes players, I don't like you, but I have to admit I do respect you. Your deck fucking sucks, but you stick by it, and
true.
That gets utmost respect from me. So I would put it in the mid tier.
Yeah, that's fair. The problem with Red Eyes is that it doesn't know what the fuck it wants to be. Does it want to be a burn deck, a combo deck, like an Xyz deck, a fusion deck, a ritual deck even? It doesn't know what the fuck it wants to be. And it's not good at anything. It's just awful. But it's iconic, it's cool, it's Red Eyes. It belongs in Red Eyes Based Dragon.
Yes.
Okay, Harpy Ladies. I'd say probably, here's the thing, it'll definitely go way above Red Eyes.
Yeah.
If it's in the same tier. But yeah, it's like, it's a good deck.
Yeah, my Valentine was also a better duelist than Joey as well. So if we're going solely based off of the anime and legacy support, I'd actually put it a little bit higher. I'd probably put it at the end of It's No Monster, It's a God.
Honestly, I think you're right. Like, the support for Harpies is really fucking good.
Yeah, like Harpy's Feather Storm, that fucking trap card that's played in Flunderies is actually really fucking broken a lot of win decks. And also, Harpies is a pretty good deck when you play it right. I tested with Harpies before, but I was never like playing it properly. But as far as I can see, when this deck pops off, it fucking pops off. So it's good to see that Harpers is still very strong. It got a bunch of good support with that Synchro, with Perfumer, Channelers was really good. It's very much, it turned sort of into a generic deck in the sense that it can run like a really powerful Xyz, which works as a floodgate itself. The Synchro is very good. It even has a link. So I'd say Harpies deserves a spot in It's No Monster, It's a God.
It's also the best deck in Duel Links. Let's go. Back in 2016.
Can't forget that.
Can't beat fucking Harpies. Alright. Toons. Toons are something. Like, I don't know. Toons are pretty bad. They're cool though, I will admit. Toons are fucking awesome. They can attack your opponent directly. They're kind of invincible. They really play into the anime gimmick of, oh, Toon World protects all your guys. And it got some decent support. But like, it's not a good deck.
Yeah, I think it's very fucking stupid. I don't know if it's better than Red Eyes, to be honest with you.
Yeah, honestly. Like,
I think it's really fucking stupid. I don't like it at all. And also, the thing about Toons is, I'm talking about real life now. The deck is really bad, but the cards are so expensive.
Yeah.
So even casual players can't really get into playing Toons because that Toon Blackluster Soldier is still ridiculously priced.
Yeah.
And that's like the only good sort of like quote unquote boss monster it has. So I don't know. I'd actually put it in beta, the bitchless warrior.
Yeah, I mean, like, name a Toon player who has bitches.
Exact. You can't.
Definitely not Pegasus.
Definitely not Pegasus. And Pegasus is definitely a beta ass bitch. Definitely a bottom.
Alright. Yugioh. This is kind of like a Shizu's Earth Fairy type deck. So obviously, if you're a player in the past like year or two, or if you're a current Master Duel player, you know that Shizu cards are fucking broken. So, I mean, yeah, I think we fucking go up here.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, it doesn't function as a deck, but the cards are fucking insane. If it functioned as a deck, then yeah, it would be top tier. But you know. Like, Earth Fairies are just a very fucking strong kind of milling strategy. So, you know.
Yeah, I really like it, and as someone who played the Earth Fairy deck in our little speed duel tournaments that we did, I think it's actually like the most competent deck in that box. And even playing it against some of the GX sort of decks, I found it to be very good and very fun as well, because you kind of know the principle of it. It's very easy to sort of learn, and the fact that like it was the most random deck to get the most broken cards just printed recently that you can just throw them into tier. I think that's pretty fucking good. So yeah, I think it's no monster, it's a god, definitely.
Okay, Gravekeepers. Gravekeepers are really fucking cool.
I love Gravekeepers, yeah.
Like, they're kind of toxic nowadays with like Necro Valley and shit like that. But back in the day, it wasn't too bad. It was just kind of a cool control kind of stall deck. So, you know, I'd say probably about here.
Yeah, I agree.
And they just look fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's such a cool, like, archetype design.
Yeah, and also, like, I felt like that was a really good structure deck with Gravekeepers. Like, the structure deck Marek that had all the Gravekeepers in the Necro Valley. I think that was fucking dope as shit. So, both you and I probably have a bit of emotional attachment to it because we have cards from it from when we were smaller.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I definitely have a soft spot for Gravekeepers.
Okay, Jinzo. The Jinzo archetype is trash. However, Jinzo as a card on its own is better than the whole Red Eyes archetype. So, yeah, it goes above. Because, you know, normal summon Jinzo, like tribute summon Jinzo, and then there you go, you have a fucking card that stops your opponent from activating traps.
Exactly.
Like, what else can you ask for? So, the archetype sucks. Like, it's cool that it got support, but the support is really fucking bad. It's just bad Kashtira, not even, because it's kind of like a rank 7 strategy. Like, not even. But yeah, it's just, it sucks. What else can I say? It fucking sucks. But Jinzo on his own is a better card than the whole fucking Red Eyes and Toon archetype. So there we go.
Yeah, I think if Joey stuck with Jinzo as his ace monster throughout the entire series, he probably wouldn't suck as hard as he does.
True. Okay, we got Cubics from the Dark Side of Dimensions movie. I hardly know what the fuck Cubics do, but they look cool and they're kind of decent. But like, you know,
Yeah.
they're not good. They're definitely not fucking good.
I have nothing really to add to it. I mean, I played against someone who was playing Cubics at locals once. I didn't know what the fuck he was doing. But even like if your opponent usually has like the advantage of you not knowing what they're doing, that's still really good in their favor. But I had no clue what this dude was doing, and I still kicked his ass. Therefore, Cubist Mucks suck.
Let's go! Okay, Valkyries, let's fucking go! The best waifu deck ever.
I love Valkyries, I think they're fucking cool.
Valkyries are awesome. Like, they're not great, to be honest. Let's be honest for a minute. They're not great. But their gimmicks are super cool. You can swarm the field with one of their, I think, right of the Valkyries and summon like a bunch of Valkyries from your deck. It has a Mischief of the Time Goddess, which can skip your opponent's turn, which is fucking hilarious. They're just fucking awesome. They have like cards that can act as Dark Law, where you can just like banish your opponent's stuff. It's just a cool little like kind of combo swarm deck. I wish they'd have good support. That'd be fucking awesome if Valkyries like came back.
And got good reprints as well.
Yeah, Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah, in the anime they're like fucking one of the quote-unquote strongest duelists, fucking Siegfried, whatever the fuck his name is, the guy who wanted to fight Kaiba. Yeah, he had them, and he was like one of the most feared duelists because he could like OTK and skip your opponent's turn and shit like that. So, you know, I think they go in the top of It's No Monster, It's a God, because they're fucking based. Let's go, Valkyries. Okay. Amazonas. Now, I will say, Amazonas, they have a strategy. They're a very battle phase focused strategy. You know what, honestly, no, they have to go up because the new support is very good.
Oh, really? Okay.
Well, I mean, you know, very good in terms of a fucking anime deck.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, like, you know, they're pretty cool. Like, they're a battle phase focused strategy. They have very strong fusions. Honestly, like, the only problem is they are a battle phase focused strategy. If they make it to the battle phase, then yeah, you win. But like, we all know how irrelevant the battle phase is nowadays. But you know, they're a really cool archetype. Obviously, Mai used them in combination with her Harpies. I don't know which was better, to be honest. But you know, I think in the modern game, Harpies are better. But Amazonas is still really cool. And it's very cool that they're still getting support. So I think they belong around here.
Definitely. I agree. I don't know much about Amazonas, but if Mai plays them, they're probably pretty good.
Alright, Gate Guardian! They suck so bad! Gate Guardian. Okay.
Oh, put it lower, please.
Yeah. I mean, the new support is okay. Like, you know, it makes the deck playable. Because, I mean, let's be honest here. Gate Guardian was not a deck. It was just like boss monsters. So, yeah, they actually made a deck around Gate Guardian, which is pretty cool. It's, like, decent, I guess. It's alright.
I think if your only comment you can say about this deck is that it is now playable, that just shows how fucking shit this thing is.
That's true.
Isn't this played by the two twins?
Yeah, the Paradox Brothers.
Yeah, didn't they have like 100% lose rate across both fucking shows? They lost in Duel Monsters and they lost in GX.
Yeah, and there was two of the fuckers.
Yeah, so
it's
fuck
like
these
double
guys.
loss.
If you lose to Cyrus Truesdale, get the fuck out of here. This is a beta the Bitchless Warrior.
You already know fucking Cyrus's Roid deck would be top tier of the GX tier list.
Exactly. Yeah, these guys are bitchless. They have each other though, and we can respect that. But they kind of remind me of the Island Boys, I'm just saying.
Alright, Exodia! Fucking, like, what else are you gonna say? Exodia is the fucking best. Now, it has, like, modern support, which is pretty cool. It has, like, Obliterate. It has, the legendary Exodia Incarnate. It had Mystic Mine back in the good old days. Exodia is just like such an iconic card that no matter how shit it is, there's always people that want to play it. It's always a deck that can just like win. It doesn't matter like what's going on. Like if you build your deck to draw a bunch of cards, you can just get Exodia.
It's definitely one of these decks that can catch you by surprise. And if you have like really good luck, or if you're just playing the best deck of all time, which is Hard the Underdog Turbo,
let's go.
You're definitely going to win. And Yugi said it himself, his grandpa's deck had no pathetic cards, as perfectly shown because that deck had the likes of Beaver, Warrior, and Feral Imp. So yeah, Exodia, best deck, let's go.
We have Guardians, played by, what was his name, like Raphael, I think his name was, in the fourth season of the original series.
Yeah, I never really got
good.
too far with that, to be honest with you.
They're not good.
Yeah, I'll take your word for it.
They focus on like having a bunch of equip spells and making sure monsters don't go to grave or some shit like that. They're not good.
Okay.
They're kind of cool, but they're not great. And you know, it was from the arc of the anime that was like not too interesting, like the Orichalcos arc. You know, it's alright. It's better than Red Eyes. But yeah, not much better than that. Okay, Legendary Fisherman.
Okay.
We can count this as Umi as well, like Umi control, all that type of shit. Because of that, it goes pretty high up. Because, you know, if we're counting Legendary Fisherman, we kind of got to count Umi, because we're counting it as a Mako Tsunami deck, right?
Okay.
So, because you know how good Umi control is.
Yeah, I've lost to it loads of times. I tell you, if this was just the Fisherman shit, I would put that straight in the third.
If this was Legendary Fisherman 1, 2, and 3, then no, this would be fucking awful. But if we're counting Umi in it, then it's pretty damn good.
Yeah, just because I lost to Umi control so many times, I respect the fuck out of the guy who plays Umi control Sky Striker. I can respect it. I'll agree where it is. But please, for the love of God, put Gate Guardian further down.
Okay, fine. We're not as bad as Red Eyes.
No, nothing is.
Okay, Dark Magician Girl, let's fucking go.
She's iconic. She's an icon. She is the moment. I think there will be a time in the future where we look back at the great female icons that define pop culture, like Marilyn Monroe, Princess Diana, and Dark Magician Girl. They're the top like female empowerment women I see. And just after seeing the Barbie movie twice in cinema, it makes me just respect the fuck out of Yu-Gi-Oh! For breaking down the boundaries of women empowerment. So Dark Magician Girl, I salute you.
Sadly, the archetype sucks.
Yeah, it sucks ass. It's fucking horrible.
However, it's very based, and you know, it's Dark Magician Girl. Honestly, the top tier.
Top tier.
Like, how come? Like, come on, who's gonna argue with us? If you want to argue, go down to the comments. Help boost us in the algorithm, please. Okay.
Okay, the only thing that can like face off Dark Magician Girl is Blue Eyes.
Blue Eyes White Dragon, let's fucking go. This deck, again, it sucks ass, but who gives a shit? It is the fucking one of the coolest anime decks ever.
Come on, dude, it's not that bad.
It's alright. But yeah, it's, you know, it got some decent support. It has some really good fusions. Tyrant Dragon's pretty decent. True Light is not bad. The Ultimate Fusion, Ultimate Fusion is pretty good. The fact that all the Blue Eyes are level 8 means you can go into like rank plays, which is, you know, better than Dark Magician can do. It's fucking Blue Eyes. Like, what else are you gonna say? It's just fucking the coolest deck from the anime. Because Kaiba played it.
And screw the rules, Kaiba has money.
Exactly. Alright, Kuribo, of course. You know what? Kuribo's best.
Ooh, controversial.
A little bit
putting it before Dark Magician Girl, but I can respect it.
Like, the fact that they gave Kuribo a bunch of fucking cards. Kuribo probably has more cards in its archetype than all these fucking decks combined. It's like, you know, there's just so many different types of Kuribo. It's so awesome. He can fit in any deck. He's the OG hand trap.
Exactly, yeah, that's true.
Name a duel that Yugi lost where he played Kuribo, because I can't think of anyone.
You can't name one because when Kuribo's got your back, you're in for a good one.
Okay, we have the Seal of Orichalcos. This is not an archetype. This is like 4 cards in the TCG. There's the Seal of Orichalcos, then there's like Divine Serpent Ge, and then there's like the big golem dude. And that's about it. So it doesn't really count. I know in the anime there's a bunch of cards that are like broken as fuck, but they never made them into real cards. However, the actual Seal of Orichalcos can take your soul if you lose the duel, so, you know, they couldn't put that into the real game. But yeah, it's like hardly a deck.
I put it in third-rate duelist. Fuck that shit.
Can't forget this tier existence, to be honest. But yeah, and I think one that can even fucking match it is Masked Beast. They suck. They're so bad. They're kind of cool in the Speed Duel Battle City box because they have a Masked Beast deck, and it's okay. It's decent. But like, there's no support. It's funny because they gave Ishizu a lot of like kind of modern support, but I feel like they should give Masked Beast some support because, you know, they kind of deserve it. They're all Battle City archetypes. Justice for the Masked Beast, you know. Okay, zombies. So I'm kind of just putting like zombies as kind of an archetype, just because you know, Bonds played them, whatever the fuck his name is. Zombies are good.
Zombies are really good, and they got a bunch of like cool support as well with Zombie World, which is a great gate in itself, especially in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! But zombies had like was a real good deck in Goat format, and yeah, there's just a lot of recursion with zombies as well. I feel like, of course, it's graveyard heavy deck. It's probably like the OG graveyard focused deck, which you gotta respect. But yeah, I say zombies fucking walked so that Shadows could run, so I full on respect zombies as a really competent deck. And there's still zombie decks to this day, like vampire decks. People just call them like the generic archetypal deck. Zombies is one of them. So definitely, it's no monster, it's a god. It's a fucking zombie.
Thing is, the best Red Eyes cards are zombie cards.
Yeah, that's what's pretty fucking funny.
Fucking insane. Alright, Golden Castle of Stromberg. This is essentially, there's like, you know, 3 cards in the archetype, like Hextrude, this, the guy in the plane. But this is like Gren Maju.
Yeah, fuck that.
This is cringe. This is hella fucking cringe. Don't play this, please. Gren Maju is cringe. We're the Egyptian fucking gods. Okay, so he's iconic. He's Obelisk the Tormentor. Now, out of the 3 Egyptian gods, his support is probably the worst, sadly. So he's probably the best of the 3 Egyptian gods. He can't be targeted by card effects. 4k attack. He's just fucking awesome. His support is pretty bad though. It kind of just plays into his, you know, already good strengths about like destroying monsters and shit like that. Doesn't really give him protection or anything. There's no real easy way to get him out, unlike the Winged Dragon of Ra. But you know, he's fucking iconic. He's Obelisk the Tormentor, Kaiba's God card. He has to go up here. Slifer is better in a way because, you know, he has, he's kind of a mini Floodgate. Because, you know, he destroys monsters with 2,000 or less attack on the field, which is pretty good. But, you know, in modern Yu-Gi-Oh! You can special summon stuff in defense mode and it doesn't affect them. Also, we can gain like a bunch of attack, but again, if you're summoning him, you're not going to have many cards in your hand to boost his attack. So, he's alright though. He has a little bit better support. He has like, he has a trap card that can let you draw 6, which is fucking hilarious. And he also has a bunch of other good like trap card support and just, you know, better support in general than Obelisk. However, the king of the Egyptian gods, in terms of playability, it's Ra because he has so many support cards, but he's the least cool out of all of them.
Yeah, I don't, honestly though, I put Ra a bit further up. I put him above Dark Magician just because Ra has some really good like generic shit too. Ra has Sphere Mode, which a lot of people are just fucking main decking right now.
Yeah.
And I always associate Sphere Mode with Winged Dragon of Ra just because I think it's a Ra card basically.
Yeah.
And the fact that people still play that to this day is still pretty fucking good. Yeah, I think Ra is probably overall, his deck is the most playable out of all these guys. And I don't know if there's much that we could really say about it because I've never really experienced the deck too much myself. But I do like the idea of Winged Dragon of Ra getting your life points into his attack, which puts you down to 100, which does put you at like a fragile state in the duel. But when you're bringing out Ra, his attack is usually so fucking high that you're planning on winning that turn anyways, which is very anime-like. So I definitely think Winged Dragon of Ra deserves to be really high up on this tier.
In combination with Spooky Dogwood, you can get him to fucking massive attack.
Exactly.
Fucking insane. Alright, Magnet Warriors. Somehow, this is actually a deck. Like, there are actual modern support cards. As a deck, it's better than Jinzo.
Is it actually?
But, yeah, they're basically Earth machines, so, you know, they have, like, you can, you know, run generic Earth machine support. But, you know, they have, like, a proper boss monster, they have, like, a game plan. On Master Duel, you have Block Dragon, which can fucking help a lot. But yeah, like, they actually kind of work, which is fucking insane. Not much else to say, because they do suck.
Yeah, they suck ass, but you know.
But, you know, they're better than the Jinzo archetype, even though Jinzo is probably better than all the Magnet Warriors combined. But still. Buster fucking Blader. Okay. I think he belongs at the bottom of Screw the Rules. Just because, like, okay, first of all, I love Buster Blader. Buster Blader is fucking awesome. He's a dragon killer. His support, like his modern support, is actually probably some of the best support an anime deck could get. It's actually such a competent fucking strategy, like the Buster Blader deck is.
Basically his combo brings out a floodgate that like kind of turns all of your opponent's monsters into dragons, which will get their effects negated and they'll be switched to defense mode because of your board itself. In terms of like playability and stuff like that, this is definitely a really good deck. But in terms of iconicness, Buster Blader isn't as iconic as the likes of Exodia or Dark Magician or Blue Eyes, so it'll go low on the top tier, but in terms of an actual playable deck, that's what gets it really high on this list.
Okay, I don't know why I put in Barrel fucking Dragon.
Why? I don't know either.
Okay, let's just call it Dark Machines.
Yes, okay.
Because there is a card, Heavy Metal Raiders, which is kind of like, you know, supposed to work with Barrel Dragon. And, you know, Barrel Dragon has other things like the Twin Barrel Dragon and some other kind of Barrel Dragon inspired cards. It's definitely not a fucking archetype, but, you know, it's a cool fucking card. Like, I remember seeing this in the fucking original anime. I just thought it was so fucking cool. It's Barrel Dragon. Even, like, the way his guns were censored. I think the big laser cannons look fucking cool.
And also, his fucking head makes him look a little bit like Chainsaw Man, so that's pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool, yeah. Alright, insects. So,
third-rate duelist. Fuck the insects. Insects are so shit. The only good insect is Maxi and it's fucking banned.
Yeah, that's true. Like, you know, because I don't want to count, like, all insects, mainly just because, with zombies, there's a lot of, like, generic zombie support, right? We're not counting, like, Eldritch or any shit like that, but just zombies on their own are pretty good. But if you're talking, like, you know, bee troopers and shit like that, I'm not counting that with, you know, insects. I'm just counting, like, generic insect stuff. And they're just not that great. They're okay. You know, in a format where Maxi exists, yeah, that's fucking great. But you know, if Maxi doesn't exist, they're not the best. And fuck Weevil.
Fuck Weevil. Weevil is a fucking turd. He's the Cyrus of Duel Monsters.
Exactly, even worse though. Alright, XYZ Dragon Cannon.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah, we can count this out with like Union, stuff like that, like
Yeah.
Union Hanger and I mean, well, you know, we're not fucking talking about, you know, ABC, because ABC is way better than XYZ. However, okay, you know, it shouldn't be that high. They're better than Magnet Warriors.
Yeah, they're better than Magnet
Warriors.
Warriors.
They're just cool as fuck. They're just like little fucking battle robots, you know, like Transformers basically. They're just so fucking cool. And you know, the boss monster's pretty damn good, especially for the time. And he's like fairly, well, you know, he's not easy to get out, but you can contact fuse him, and he's just pretty fucking cool. I don't know what else I can say. It's another one of Kaiba's decks. You know, Battle City's fucking finest. It's just fucking cool.
We stand Kaiba on this channel.
We fucking do. Alright, dinosaurs.
Okay, if we're talking about dinosaurs and Duel Monsters, they fucking sucked ass.
Well, yeah, in Duel Monsters, but at the same time, so do zombies. We're talking about modern shit here. And I think, well, yeah, first of all, dinosaurs are better than zombies. That's just a fucking fact. Yeah, dinos are fucking great. Like, Ultimate Conductor Tyranno, fucking broken. Like, just think of a modern dinosaur deck. It's just all the best dinosaur cards. Because there's no fucking, like, dinosaur archetypes besides fucking Evolzar, but no one gives a shit. You know, dinosaurs are an archetype because they're dinosaur type, and they're fucking broken. Honestly, like, I think they should be up here. They're really fucking good. But you know what's not really good? Destiny board.
Yeah, it's the third rate duels. Fuck Destiny board. That's a bullshit gimmick.
I'll say one thing. At least it is a gimmick, but at least you can play it as a deck, because there are a lot of like support cards for it. There's the one field spell that like always places a Destiny board piece in your spell trap zone. And there's a bunch of other shit as well. I think there's like a Dark Necrofear card that, you know, supports the archetype. So yeah, you know, it's cool. Spells out Final or Death, depending on where you fucking live. It's epic. You can spell funny things as well, because it has L in it, so you can just put down the L card. It's fucking great. Give your opponent the L. You can give your opponent the D as well, actually. Let's go. So that's it for the best anime deck tier list, part 1, Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters. Let us know what you think in the comments. Soon we'll be doing the GX anime archetypes, and then we'll go to 5Ds, and then Zexal and Reigns, and the other one I forgot, fucking Arc 5. So, you know, we'll get through them all. If we missed any archetypes, let us know. I don't think we missed anything important, to be honest with you.
Yeah, and you know, just for future videos, please tell us what decks we need to add for the future ones, because we never really got too far past 5Ds.
Yeah. Alright, so thanks for watching. Let us know what you think in the comments. Give us suggestions for different types of tier lists as well. And thanks for watching.